Good morning, Vacation Vibes team. How's everybody doing? Before we get started, in case you're wondering why I'm wearing glasses in this vlog series, my contact company that makes my contacts discontinued my prescription, so now I'm gonna have to be a nerd, and I've been a nerd for the last 2 months, and I don't know what to do, and it's making me very upset. But here we are. This is not the aesthetic that I was going for in 2023, but Glasses Bay in the house. Okay, well, good morning. We woke up in South Beach, Miami, one of my favorite places to wake up because that means it's cruise day, most likely. We woke up here at Red South Beach Hotel, and it's very interesting. You know what? Let me just start the day off, and then we'll show you around the hotel. How about that? Christina is here. We're going to go downstairs, go over to Starbucks, get the day started, and talk about this hotel. Before we get back to the hotel, let me show you how I found the hotel. I use my favorite app, Hopper, in which you can go to your destination and see the cheapest prices for hotels and flights in the area. So my mission here was to find a hotel that was close to the port. So the port is that little space of land right there in the blue. And these are the closest hotels to the port area. I'm choosing South Beach because we wanted a beachfront property to stay in. And I'm just kind of scrolling through to see what's the cheapest price. And right here, I found these $78 for the Red South Beach. And I was like, oh, okay, let's check it out. I checked out the information on the hotel. It is situated very close to the beach, and I took a look at the pictures that they had. It looked very luxe. I was intrigued by the decor that they had throughout the hotel. Everything was red and white, and it was simply unique. Everything looked clean and lush. They had a restaurant that you could eat at for breakfast and dinner. They had a bar and hookah, so I was very excited for a place that we could come and relax the day before our cruise. Even though that day didn't happen, if you know, you know. If you don't, check out our travel day from hell. Okay, so now let's get a real life tour of the hotel that we booked. When we walked in, I noticed that the decor was a tiny bit different, but still pretty chic. It was cool looking. Checking out the bar from the pictures, not as glamorous, but still cute. We took it outside, and I did notice that the decor changed out here quite a bit. The super luxe seating and furniture that were in the pictures that I saw online weren't out here anymore. They had downgraded to more cheap and simple furniture, but you know, I was like, that's okay. We're still in Miami. It's pretty out here. Would I say that it was worth the extra fees that we encountered? No, but it is what it is. All right, so once you come out the elevator, it's like they're trying to do like a cool like art moment. It's really interesting. Dark hallways, kind of sexy. Coming into the room, it is not super large in here at all. Forgive us, we did sleep here last night. Let me just fluff up the pillows, make it look nice in here. Okay, so we got a TV and a little desk with the clear IKEA chair. We all know these chairs from IKEA. Everybody's got the one queen size bed, allegedly. The side tables. Yep, there's a plug here. Doesn't work. Found out the hard way this morning with my phone being charged. We have a view directly down to our neighbors. They were just there having coffee. Good morning, guys. And then we have this phone, which is like, who's even using this? This is significant because we paid for this. Over here, you might be wondering, what is this? It's not quite like a desk or a vanity with the ice on top, but there's a fridge in there. I found out a couple minutes ago when I was inspecting, but this is kind of ugly. Okay, moving on. Down here, We have all of these shelves that serve no purpose with coffee on it, like kind of awkwardly placed there. This door connects directly to the next room, and I think it's just one door because you can clearly hear your neighbors. Like last night we came in and we could hear them talking and watching TV and everything very, very clearly. And to the bathroom, following the red theme, which is nice. But here is the shower where, I don't know, it's kind of like they changed their mind when they got to the tiling. A cool like rain shower head, quite dirty though. We tried to keep it as clean as we could over the night so that we could show like what the bathroom actually looked like. The toilet seat doesn't match the toilet. And then there is the vanity, there's no storage. This little piece of wood here, it's like very clear that they got a wood plank and painted it red with no primer and just glued it to the wall. You do have a magnifying mirror, which I always appreciate, and a hair dryer, but it's quite dirty. In fact, this entire wall is really nasty and dirty. Yeah, that's the hotel room. Not quite the pictures, but that's what we're working with. Okay, friends, let's take a closer look at just how poorly this hotel room was kept. Starting with some of the features, like the cracked marble on the windowsill was just unsightly. The floor had scuffs, scratches, marks. It was dirty. It wasn't carpet like the pictures showed, and random painter's tape on the bed. Like I said, the floor was super dirty. This little hairball was sitting there for us when we walked in. Look at the door. This painting was our headboard, and it had a big rip down the center of it. So that just kind of gave it like a gross, creepy feeling. Our view outside, we could, not see too much, but what we didn't want to see was right into the Airbnb's next door's kitchen. This is the splotchy paint job, just an example of it here. And the ceiling, there's a lot of spots like this. Here is the hair dryer that I mentioned was super dirty and nasty. And here is the wall that had mystery stains, which is also quite gross. Moving over to that red plank that was cheaply painted. Here's a close-up of that. And on that plank was a piece of soap, which I thought was a nice touch until I touched it. That soap had been sitting there so long that it had like melted down onto the box. And I decided then that I was not going to use their soap. The shower head was quite gross. And the grout and tiling was also nasty. Some of the tiles were missing from the shower wall. Downstairs, we found out that there was, in fact, not a restaurant. I don't know if it was closed for now or didn't exist, but we did have to go to Starbucks for breakfast. That was super disappointing for me. So let's talk about how I found the hotel. I used the Hopper app to find the hotel because I always get the best prices on flights and hotels on there. And I happen to have Carrot Cash, which helps go towards the price of the hotel. So with my Carrot Cash included, this hotel only came out to be $78. I was like, $78? And I looked around to see like what the competing prices are, and they were much higher than that. So I was like, let's look at the pictures. I looked at the pictures, read a few reviews. They seem to be pretty decent. Of course, there's gonna be a couple reviews not enjoying it. There was a review that said, don't stay here. It's hanging on by a thread. I was like, okay, something must have happened to that person. Typically, people leave reviews when they're upset, not when they're happy. Then I was like, all right, cool. What I was looking for is a hotel by the beach, a hotel that's close enough by so we can get to the port pretty quickly, and something that just was like cute and boutique. Like I love the little boutique hotels around here. Never stayed in one and always wanted to. I paid the $78 and then they added $30-something in taxes, so all in all it came out to be $111 and like 36 cents or something. And then when we checked in last night, There was a $50 deposit, which I was aware of, that I will be refunded when we check out. On top of that, there is a $28 amenity fee, which covers the pool and towels, Wi-Fi, the use of the telephone, and a laptop, which you have to surrender your credit card or license to use. When we checked in, it was like 8 o'clock or getting close to 8 o'clock, and I asked the lady, I was like, well, are the amenities open? And she said, no. I was like, well, then I don't think we can use them now, can we? And she's like, it's mandatory. And I was like, okay. So I spent $28 on Wi-Fi. So I was like, I'm gonna use the Wi-Fi.
Which was shitty.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi did not work last night, so that's something. Yeah, so then all in all, the hotel came out to be about $140 with the amenity fee included, taxes and fees, almost double the price that I originally set out to pay. So was it really that cheap? I don't know. Usually towel, pool, Wi-Fi, telephone in your room is all included in the hotel price. So I feel like they should have just made their price $100 a night if that's what they really wanted. But who am I? So friends, what do you think? Is this a hotel that you would spend the money to stay at? Is it worth it to just stay somewhere cheap? Do these things matter to you? I want to know in the comments. Let's have a conversation. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Next time on Vacation Vibes, come with me as we pack for a cruise and I show you all of my tips, tricks, and hacks. See you next time. Bye-bye. You got 2 minutes of my time. And I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me. Just watch me. I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait to see if it's worth your while. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me. Give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me. Just watch me. Just watch me. Just watch me.